It's time you did some explaining, Mr. Kirby.
Raptor gymnastics, somehow knowing what the river means. A raptor literally talking in Alan's dream. Yet, the biggest controversy, at least up until the Jurassic World trilogy, was a Spinosaurus killing a T-Rex. Which is a bit odd. This is by no means a solid trilogy, but for those of you who don't know, there is some reasoning behind it. Similar to how Jaws created the unwarranted fear of white sharks, the popularity of the Jurassic Park franchise led to the public misconception that the T-Rex was the biggest carnivorous dinosaur. By 2001, it was known that theropods such as the Spino were bigger, and Dr. Jack Horner, who worked on the production staff for the Jurassic Park series, made the decision to replace the T-Rex due to the size difference. Of course, there's never a definitive answer as to who would win in a fight. Evidence has come out since then to indicate the Spino was not a land animal and resided in the water. But while this cannot be guaranteed, one piece of evidence that remains prevalent until this day is that whoever got in the first bite would have likely won. By that logic, Rexy should definitely have this one, but I don't think that's where most of the controversy comes in. As mentioned at the beginning, this franchise has never been known for her logic. Even as a kid, I couldn't understand why Tim didn't just hand her the damn gun. So I think in the end it comes down to Rexy being killed and essentially replaced. Granted, this is not the same as the new movies, in which despite some type of hybrid becoming the new antagonist, the Rex is still the boss in the end. It's just dead and that's it. But those movies also made an attempt to humanize the dinosaurs, opposed to them just being predators. So to be completely honest, I think this controversy is a bit ridiculous. Given this is JP3, a movie that's problematic for a number of reasons, it's astounding that this is still considered one of the biggest issues. Even today, I hear people complaining about this, saying they betrayed something, the T-Rex, I guess. And if you're one of those people who don't like this because of logic, then you're in the wrong franchise. Even the first movie didn't have logic. Never mind the damn gun, they extracted dino DNA from mosquitoes that bit dinosaurs that just happened to get stuck in tree sap that they magically knew where to find. So if you're gonna complain about the fight technically not making sense, then I don't know what to tell you. Even though I agree this is the least good of the main trilogy, not the whole franchise, not even close, I still never had an issue with this. Maybe if the Spino did more throughout the movie, if they kept the original ending intact, perhaps people would have been more fond of it. Probably not. But one of the main reasons why I don't care about this is it's not the same T-Rex. For those of you who don't know, the Rex from JP1 is the same one to appear in all the Jurassic World movies. At least I think. If I'm not right about that, I don't care. But the same definitely cannot be said for the Lost World and JP3. This one is noticeably smaller, it's fucking green, so for me, a random T-Rex being killed is not a big deal. Not to mention, and I know it's never talked about, it's a pretty damn good scene. It's not fantastic, and the one at the end of Jurassic World is a lot better, but being the first real dinosaur fight we get to see, it's definitely not bad. Unfortunately, in this case, it would seem the angry fans got their way, as the Spino is for the most part absent from this point on. Aside from some video games and the animated series Camp Cretaceous, which I guess was canon, the Spino would never again make an appearance on the big screen. There are some references, most notably the T-Rex busting through the skeleton in Jurassic World. Not gonna lie, I noticed that right off. And you did have the Bayanox in Fallen Kingdom, for a relatively stupid scene. This is good. And if you're one of those people who really want this creature to pay for what it did, get the ultimate comeuppance for tarnishing Rexy's name, well, you kind of got that. I showed this off before at the end of one of my Jurassic World videos, but never really explained it. But the game, Jurassic Park Arcade, does show off a T-Rex completely destroying a Spinosaurus. This would also happen in Fallen Kingdom in a scene that never got made, and I'm personally glad it didn't, opting to replace it with the Carnosaurus instead. And if you really want to see this without tracking that game down, just boot up any of the Park Builder games. I mean, Operation Genesis is the most popular dinosaur game ever made, pretty much. So just breed one of each, there's a 50-50 chance you'll get the outcome you want. For me, my concern is the upcoming 7th fucking movie, not one single scene that was never a big deal to begin with. I'm not trying to insult anybody who cares, but it's not the same Rex. Logic does not matter in this franchise, and you know what? It was a good scene. Maybe not as epic as Jurassic World. It was better than what Dominion did. That was baffling. And to be honest, even the first movie has more significant flaws than this.
It's a Tyrannosaurus.
I don't think so. It sounds bigger.
That's the way I look at it, but let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Remember to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed, it helps me a great deal. And remember kids, nobody cares who should have won. It's not lying on the ground dead that matters. So, you've made it to the end. That's an impressive feat indeed. Since you managed that, I guess check out the gaming channel, in which I cover a variety of gaming topics, like analysis videos, such as this one. If you're into that, then press the link in the description. It's that simple.